Hey, just wanted to do just a few thoughts on what we've seen of Spearhead so far. Uh, it will absolutely be coming up on the channel, and it'll be a little bit more focused than the 40k one. The 40k one, Combat Patrol, has basically been all of the armies I had models for up until I got the Orc one. This one, it's going to be slightly more like I'm going to be getting spearheads explicitly to play in a campaign. It's going to be a little bit more narrative as well. And yeah, I really just want to say, from what we've seen so far, I am absolutely psyched for it. I think it looks really, really good. Um, I wasn't sure at first, but I actually really like the battlefields. I like the fact that depending on what realm you're playing on, different things can happen. Uh, I I have themed most of my armies around actually the realm of fire. I might start expanding out because the starter set is Akshi and Gairan, the realm of life. Yeah, yeah. I really just wanted to say that it looks absolutely almost every problem I had with Combat Patrol seems to have been fixed. So big thing with Combat Patrol is, as you know, may have if you've been following it, very early on there were 6 missions for it, and I just started using the Leviathan cards, and that is something that apparently Games Workshop agreed with, and there are now card decks which looks like it's going to be able to absolutely change how this game plays. I love the idea of twists. I love the fact that twists seem to help the person who's slightly further behind on the victory points. One of the interviewers stated that even if you can't get the victory points back, it will at least mean you can claw back and try and make it a bit more even for next time. I love the fact that you don't have a bunch of stratagems to I know you only got you got 3 for the each thing, each faction, and then like 10 universal ones for combat patrol. But I genuinely love that it is 3, and it is you either use them as their tactic or you score the victory points for it, which I think is awesome. It's going to be a really fun, like playing around with that, like especially for anyone who's been watching my orc thing. I am absolutely not afraid to throw away some victory points if it means I get to play a little bit more narratively and just run in and crump people. Uh yeah, I'm really psyched. I think it looks really good. One thing I'm going to be really honest about though that I'm going to have to play around with a little bit is the way they've been talking kind of implies that it is a game that basically you get like 4 scenery pieces. The board looks smaller than Combat Patrol. I might be wrong on that, but yeah, um, yeah, those are custom boards as well. So I was looking into buying a few more Warcry boards, and I'm not going to bother doing that anymore. Thanks, GW. Uh, yeah, just yeah, I'm like I said, I think it looks really interesting. I love a bunch of the ideas they've seemed to have, and I think it's going to go well. I think it's going to be a ton of fun, and I am excited for it. Uh, just as a part of the announcement, this is also kind of doubles as the announcement for the first 4 factions I'm going to run. Um, kind of. Yeah, I have a large Cruel Boys army, so I've got all the parts. I believe I've got all the parts to play the Cruel Boys anyway. The Stormcast, and I don't have any Skaven, so there's Chaos Warrior from Underworld just standing in for them. I'm going to do the box armies, same as I did for Leviathan. And I actually went out and when they first announced it, I picked up the Flesh Eater Courts because I absolutely love these guys. They're so cool, and I've covered them in blood, and they're all green. They're the Green Knights, by the way. They are. Uh, they're hailing from what they call the Under River. They are sewer gremlins. But yeah, the idea is I'm going to do it a little bit more narratively. The structure is going to be identical to the Combat Patrol games, where it's going to be following one army fighting every other army. So it's going to be Stormcast versus Skaven, then Flesh Eater Courts versus Stormcast, then Flesh Eater Courts versus Skaven, blah 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 blah. So it's not going to be like too surprising on that front. The original plan was it was going to entirely be set in actually specifically in one city, but I might spread that out, especially if they start releasing new realm boards to play on. If it's just Axie and Gairan for like 6 months, then that'll be all I'll do for the majority of the series. But if they quickly release, say, I reckon Gur and Shaiish would be the best ones. That would be Gur is Realm of Beasts and Shaiish is the Realm of Death. I think that'll be the two most obvious next ones. If they do that, I might start sending everyone out onto other areas. But yeah, I'm also going to be going effectively in order: chaos, death, destruction. So I'm going to pick up a spearhead for. I've already got a spearhead for each one. I just need to wait for Scaventide to actually drop so I can buy it. Unless, GW, if you want to send me a free copy of Scaventide, hit me up. And if you want to, make sure that GW thinks I'm worth sending something to, absolutely remember to subscribe so it looks like everyone really, really wants to see this. But yeah, I'm not sure what the actual narrative is going to be now, because if they do release more realm boards, gonna do a lot of realm hopping, because it looks like they're really throwing that into the game, and that's really awesome. If they don't, then I will probably stick with just like Axie, because all my dudes are Realm of Fire. I don't know whether you can see it from here, but all of my Stormcast have glowy red eyes, which you absolutely cannot see. They also do have more than one colour on them. I just painted them vaguely grayscale. I might go back and give my Stormcasts a few more colours, because I wanted them to look fairly grayscale, but it works better in person than it does on camera. But yeah, listen, I really just wanted to just leave my thoughts. I genuinely love the twists. I love the fact that they are realm based, so you can have like multiple different twists that will change depending on where you're fighting. I love the catch-up mechanics. I love the fact that this is something I was saying for Combat Patrol. It looks like a lot of armies are just going to be getting free reinforcements, which I love. I love it for the Astra Militarum. I love it for the Tyranids. I thought Orcs had it. They don't. I thought they did. I love the fact it seems to be free, so you can just have like chaff units that get wiped and immediately come back on again, which is a ton of fun. And yeah, like I say, just in general, really looking forward to it. I hope you are too. And again, if you know someone at GW, get them to hit me up so they can send me a free box. Otherwise, I will see y'all when I have it in my hands. Oh, I won't. I mean, I'm still playing Combat Patrol and 5 Parsecs from Home. But until then, yeah, just wanted to get thoughts on camera, get them out my system. And yeah, thank you so much for watching. And I hope you're looking forward to Spearhead as much as I am. And until then, thanks for watching. Night.